I don't.
Unfortunately. Shay, you're muted.
God damn it! Have I been muted this whole time? Fuck. All right, welcome to the second episode of 60 FPS, boys. Welcome to the second episode of 60 FPS. I'm Boahs. It is July 19th, 2015, 9:12 p.m. We are an hour late. We are 12 minutes late. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said an hour.
All right,
Mute your thing, Jordan. Mute your thing. Mute.
Oh my god, there's so much
Alright.
fuck up already.
It's fine. It's fine. Anyways, welcome to the second
Okay,
episode
dude.
here. We are 12 minutes late. We were just setting a couple things up. We are back now, and yeah, we're ready to do this. Get your penises out, get your popcorn, get your vagina out, get whatever you need to do out here. I don't know what everyone does behind their screen, but get ready because it's going to be a pretty good fucking show here.
I know.
It's going to be a pretty good show. And anyways, I'm Boas. I've been casting on I've been casting on Twitch specifically for 326 days in a row. So yeah, I've been pretty around on Twitch here. You could say I'm a Twitch whore. You could say that I'm a Twitch slut. I've been broadcasting on numerous websites, Blog TV, Justin TV, Battlecam, all kinds of broadcasting websites I've been on. You've seen me there most likely if you've ever been around like broadcasting and whatnot. Anyways, I'm a variety caster. I tend to cast. You can see me casting Counter Strike one day, maybe a fucking real time strategy with Tureka streaming sometime, or you might be seeing me cast a fucking game like Terraria. You never really know. With that, anyways, welcome to the second episode here. Glad to have you guys here. Glad you're tuning in. I know there's a bunch of people that AFK my channel, so you guys kind of probably got the shit scared of you randomly with the just popping up saying, "Hello, welcome to the show. Good to have you here, motherfuckers." And anyways, I
Racist.
we are just gonna go ahead and introduce ourselves again, like we did last time. Start talking about what we've been playing, pretty much. I'm gonna go ahead and go first on what I've been playing here. I recently haven't been playing as much Counter Strike as Terraria. I've been really addicted to Terraria. I feel like it's the type of game like at first when I started casting Terraria, I planned to make it a day game. Like I planned to make it a 1 day game because I was like I didn't know what to cast. I didn't want to cast Counter Strike. I didn't want that to be like the thing I was known for because I don't know if you noticed, but I casted Counter Strike for quite some time every day, kinda, and I didn't want it to be like I didn't want to be rabbit holed into a specific game. So I decided I needed to change it up a little that day. Didn't really have many games to my option that I felt like playing, so I pulled Terraria up. Pretty much instantly fell in love with it. It's one of those games that really you can be interactive with your chat, and they'll tell you what to do this, do that, do this, do that. And it's not so bad. It's not the backseat gaming that you really mind, because it's all right. It's okay.
You don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, pretty much. Yeah, I've been playing the shit out of some Terraria. Recently, I killed what's called the Wall of Flesh. It's one of the in-game bosses, apparently. I've been playing a lot of Terraria. Got to that in-game boss there, and what happens when you kill that boss is you start out in something called hard mode. And I recently got into that, and it's honestly such a big fucking jump. Like the Wall of Flesh was insanely fucking hard to fight. It took me numerous hours and probably about 20 plus attempts, but I finally ended up downing him, started hard mode, and I really am just holding my dick out right now and don't really know what I'm doing in it. I really don't. So that's why I'm glad I got my chat to help me. Typically, they'll tell me what to do pretty much. They'll wiki things for me, and yeah, pretty much throw me in there so I don't get thrown under the bus so hard when I'm playing. Um, yeah, it's been a fun experience though. Like it's been fun. Like I was saying though, it was the game that I decided that I was gonna make it kind of like a 4 hour stream that day. Just play Terraria and figure out what I'm gonna play the next day. But I kind of got sucked into it, man. It's like one of those games. Like I had a lot of fun with it. Like not only did I get to interact with my chat more than when I'm playing a competitive game on some other game, League or Counter Strike or something, but just in general, man, the mechanics in Terraria and stuff. There's so many different ways to actually play the game. You can be a mage, you can be melee, you can pretty much do anything you want. Like it's a sandbox game, so it's insanely fun. I've been pretty addicted to it, and just been playing the hell out of it pretty much. And I plan to probably play the hell out of it for another week, maybe even up to 2 weeks.
You're gonna become a Terraria streamer.
I'm not gonna become a terrorist. That's exactly the thing I didn't want
Hey,
to.
you should just really quick. Yeah, the title of the stream is still
I
Terraria 1.3.
no. I didn't change it. I changed it. You have to update it. I didn't put us in gaming talk shows though. My bad. I'm sorry.
Uh,
It's changed though. It's good. It should be good. All right. So go ahead, Tim. Introduce yourself here. What you've been playing recently? What's been up?
All right. I've this week I've been playing mostly Rocket League, but I've also been playing a lot of Company of Heroes, which is an RTS, an old RTS. I played both 1 and 2. I bought 2 fucking when it came out, which was in 2013, I think. And I only played like an hour's worth because I fucking hated it. Like this deviated from the first one. I feel like too much, and it wasn't a big enough leap from 2000 because 2006 was when Company of Heroes 1 came out. It was 7. What was that? Is that 7 years? 3.
Since what? Company of Heroes?
7 years. Yeah, 7 years. That's a 7-year gap, and like Company of Heroes 1 was such it was like game changing for RTSs. It was so revolutionary. Like the how far you could zoom into everything, like the interactions, like your little fucking units do with everything. It was amazing. Like fucking tank shells would, if they had directly hit an infantry unit, the infantry unit would lose limbs and like
That's
completely
cool.
completely destructible like landscapes and stuff. It was amazing. That's why I loved it so much. I also loved it a lot because I like base building RTSs a lot more than RTSs where you don't build a base. I don't know what you would call those, really.
StarCraft 2?
I do not like StarCraft.
I don't either.
Fuck StarCraft.
It's too fast paced for me.
Yeah, no, it's not just too fast paced. It just feels so goddamn cookie cutter. I just don't like it at all. It's too
Keep talking. I'm gonna just go ahead and edit Jordan's cam real quick because for some reason there's text.
It's too like I feel like esport-y for me. I'm not a fan of it. But yeah, Company of Heroes, man. I've been playing the shit out of that for the past couple days, and I still love it as much as I did.
How old is the Company of Heroes?
The first one, it was out in 2006, almost 10 years. The second one came out in 2013. And I think it took so long because THQ dissolved, and then the people who make Total War, Sega and what is it? I don't know what they're called. What are they called? Total War Dev. Creative Assembly. They picked up basically the rights to Company of Heroes after like the whole sale went on with THQ, and I'm pretty sure that's why it took so long to come out. But I don't know, man. It's just still playing today. Like, it's got a lot of cool features that the first one doesn't have, like Steamworks support being a big one. But I can't get into it as much as I got into the first one.
What is it? What is it? Is it more of like a nostalgic thing, or like is it more of like a where you can't get into it?
It's more of a game mechanic thing. I like RTSs where I can build a base, and you can do that in the first Company of Heroes. You can't really do that in the second one. And like, there's like 4 factions in the second one. I think it's the U.S. forces, the Soviets, and the 2 versions of Nazis, like 2 different divisions. Mm-hmm. And I know I played the United States.
You can be a Nazi.
Yeah, you can.
That's
be a
pretty
Nazi.
funny.
I played the U.S. forces for my first match back, and I know they can't really do any base building. They're kind of like they're confined when they start. They're basically confined to this little like camp, and you basically build things out of certain like these buildings. Like you can't build buildings. You just build like there's pre-built buildings in your base, and with this it's so weird because the mechanics for these sides are so different. It's like the U.S. forces has that. The Soviets, you actually do build these buildings like the first one. I didn't play any of the Nazis, so I'm not sure how they worked all too much. But I know in the first Company of Heroes, both the sides were basically. Oh, the British were in there as well, but that was an expansion. Both the sides basically kind of had that same mechanic of base building. Yeah, they had different units and different types of buildings, but yeah,
Okay.
I don't know. I just don't. I don't like that crazy kind of difference between factions in the same game. It just doesn't rub me the right way, especially when I'm playing an RTS. I kind of want that continuity
I know
unity kind
you're
of thing.
really into RTSs. You really like RTSs a lot.
Oh, I love RTSs, dude.
Yeah, you're really
I
into
play a ton of them.
So is that what you've mainly been playing lately?
Company of Heroes, and I also fired up The Witcher 3 again.
Oh yeah, let's hear about
I
it.
haven't played that in a while because I was 50 hours in, and I guess I kind of stopped. And I want to beat it eventually. I played another 2 hours yesterday because I read there was a bunch of patches that came out. Patch 1.07 just came out, and they've added a shit ton of stuff. Like they basically fixed all the movement problems that game had, which was basically like if you've played it, right?
Company of Heroes?
No, I'm talking about The Witcher.
I'm sorry, I know I was spaced out for 2 seconds, but yeah, I have played The Witcher. I played it off your account though, where we friends and family
Yeah.
share. I
You
got
do-
to the Griffin boss and beat him, and like it took me so fucking long to beat the Griffin. It was
Yeah.
really a hard fucking boss for how soon into the game you fought. I felt like.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. It
People-
got easier after that, but I mean, do you remember the movement on there? Kind of like basically like there was like a kind of a really slow delay between you moving your stick and moving the movement keys on the keyboard and your character moving like
Yeah,
back
yeah,
and
yeah.
forth. Yeah, they fixed that. It's completely gone now. And there's also like they fixed a lot of the things with the inventory. The inventory is really hard to manage.
So they're actually
they-
updating
they-
their game. That's good.
Yeah, they are.
Actively.
They've been doing it a lot. It's pretty awesome. They added these stashes, like kind of like banks almost, but like because before you basically had to drop everything you had if you were full inventory. Now you can just put them in all these stashes that are basically around the world, which is really nice. But yeah, I mean that game just continues to. I mean they continue to update it even after it was released. It's pretty awesome, and I need to beat that really soon. I'm 50 hours in. I need to beat it.
You are not finished with it? The main storyline, and you're 50 hours
No.
into it?
Yeah, I'm not.
You've been doing a lot of side quests?
Kinda, not all of them though. I have done a lot, but not all of them.
That is crazy, man.
I mean, they said like to beat the entire game, it's over 100 hours if you
Well,
do all the side quests and everything.
Little kind of related, but a little unrelated as well. Dan's Gaming it might not have been Dan's Gaming. A big streamer. I'm almost positive it was Dan's Gaming. It might not have been though. Anyways, it was Co Carnage. I'm sorry. Co Carnage has been streaming. He's trying to 100% like everything in it, and he said he was 133 hours into it, and he's still not done. So
Yeah, the game's ridiculously big.
you said 100 hours a second
Yeah,
ago.
over 100
so
hours.
Over.
Like,
Okay, yeah,
the game is ridiculously
I was
big.
watching one of his podcasts, and he was mentioning he's 130 some hours into it there, and it's like, yeah, I'm still not even done yet. It's like it's a little ridiculous. But I mean, it's not like a bad kind of ridiculous, like a kind of ridiculous, like wow, that's a lot of content. That
Yeah.
to be stuffed in a $60
And
game.
it's not the content. It's just not like they didn't like stuff in content just to have fucking content. Their content is fucking rich with story. It's fucking awesome. These side quests have better stories than most main quests in other games. It's pretty great. Like that's what drew me to that game so much. It's just like such a deep story game, like story driven game. It's awesome.
I mean, it not per se my cup of tea, but the game itself, if you really love games like that, that's like the game to have this year, pretty much for like
Yeah,
RPG
for me right now
story
so far,
RPG.
it's my game of the year.
Like RPG story. I highly doubt a lot of people could run that on maximum settings, but
Yeah.
there are a select
It's
amount.
also a
Cause
very pretty looking game, yeah.
yeah, if you can run that on maximum, just like you were telling me about the hair effects,
The
that
hair work, yeah.
in general requires so much processing power. Just because I guess there's so many strains of hair. Is that why they're each? They're
Hair's
each.
always been tough in games.
Is that why you would think though? Because of how many they actually do it strain
Probably.
by
I mean,
strain.
there's yeah, probably.
That's
Like,
crazy,
hair's
man.
always been really tough in games. I know Tomb Raider had it as well on the PC, and it just took up so much video memory, from your video card, and that's why these video cards are now, they're getting like so much GDDR5. Like, my 980 only has 4 gigs, I think.
I don't even know how much my Radon has. It's not very
Probably like
many.
one.
Probably
Probably
like
like
one. Probably like one exactly. I can still run games, but not a max setting. Like I could still play The Witcher and get it. I know it wasn't maximum FPS, but I could not tell the difference with my eyes. Like, so it had to be in the 50s somewhere.
Yeah.
But I was getting very good FPS, and I was on medium settings, and I had a couple, not anything like shadows, a couple. I had environment on high, not ultra, but I had environment on high, and I was still getting a solid 50 something FPS. I know it wasn't 6. There's no way. It's probably like 55 or something.
Yeah.
Something around there, and like I expected, but I did turn that hair shit off 100%, so I did not have any.
That would have fucked you completely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I turned that completely fucking off.
Jordan, did you ever play The Witcher 3?
No, I haven't yet. I really want to get the game though. I just haven't got around to buying it yet.
Would your computer run it? Well, I'm sure it would if mine would.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can definitely run it. Like surprisingly, I have 2 video cards, but each of them is only like 1.5 gigs. But I can run GTA 5 like really good, surprisingly.
Right.
Almost no issues.
Yeah, me too, man. Like, playing it sometimes I'll stream for 6 hours, and sometimes it'll be just one game. And for GTA 5, I'd run for 6 hours. My shit would get really hot, but it would still be running. There was no memory leaks or nothing like that. It was all coded very properly. There's no memory leaks. The thing, for instance, like H1Z1, for instance, if you have that game running so much, it's like your computer will work 10 times harder for the same amount of content that it provides in the beginning when you first started because of how bad the memory leaks are. Like, it's massive fucking memory leak. It's really annoying.
It's actually crazy. Like my computer runs harder for like Counter-Strike instead of like games like GTA 5.
So,
Really?
Yeah.
what is it though? What'd you say, Jordan?
Counter-Strike like runs my computer harder than like GTA 5.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah, like
weird.
my fans never go that loud when I play GTA 5.
How old is your
They go
computer?
crazy loud when I play CS:GO.
How old is your computer?
About 3 years now.
What kind of video cards do you have?
But actually kind of really old now. The NVIDIA GT 545s.
Your mic is messing
You're
up
lagging a bit.
really bad, Jordan, and you're lagging really bad, yeah.
What happened here?
Might want to restart your video.
All right, 1 second.
Oh wait, it sounds better now.
Yeah, but
the audio
he's
is-
he's frozen
Yeah, his video's
completely. Anyways, yeah, dude, The Witcher 3 in general, yeah, it's fixed, Jordan. Or it looks like it's getting fixed there. Except your hand being over it, but other than that, it
You
looks good.
fucked me, bud.
I love live fuck ups. I really do. I love them so much. They entertain me. You know,
Welcome to Jordan's hand.
that looks like an ass.
Jimmy Jordan show. Hello, this is my butt.
Jordan, your Wi-Fi might be fucking up on you a little there.
Yeah,
Dude, it looks like it. I need to fix this issue ASAP.
You're fine as long as if you want me to just put a picture up, that's fine too. It's not a big. It's honestly not that big of a deal.
Fuck you, bud.
All right, man.
Jordan went stealth mode.
All right. So, oh yeah, but yeah, The Witcher 3, Company of Heroes, and of course Rocket League. I've been playing a lot of that as well with you guys and by myself. We'll talk more about that later, though. Yeah, I guess Jordan now, with your lagging keep talk.
Oh my god.
Go ahead, introduce yourself there, Jordan. To
What are you
everyone.
playing, dude?
Hello, I'm GB Jordan. I went stealth mode a second ago.
Yeah, dude.
A lot of Smite actually lately.
You've been playing a lot of Smite.
Smite,
You want to explain to the audience in case they don't know what Smite is?
Oh, watch.
Smite is a first-person MOBA. It's fucking awesome.
First person?
I'd say it's third person, but that's okay. Go ahead, Jordan.
That one, that's third person, yeah. But anyways, It's got a lot of interesting skills, and I got tired of going like losing 20 games in a row in League of Legends, and then Smite's is a casual game.
I wouldn't say it's as casual as some games though. I think Smite takes a lot of skill. Smite is something you aim your auto attacks, man. So that's like that's pretty hardcore. I wouldn't say it's casual at all. Actually, I would not say it's a casual
Sure.
game whatsoever.
The auto attack
Yeah.
the skill shots.
Yeah,
It
dude,
does have
that's
one
that's
aspect of
fucking
it.
crazy.
You can really kite. It's really fun to kite on there, and it's like a dodge shots and stuff like that. It's really
Yeah, I just feel like with that game, like it kind of takes from two different genres. It's like half a MOBA, half a basically third person action kind of game.
yeah.
And I feel like when you do that, when you take from both of those things, you're losing something in the process from whatever you're trying to be.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
Like,
They're
it's
they're
not
trying
as
to be
good of a
something
MOBA as it
different
could be,
though.
and it's not as good of a third person
Well,
action game. as it
there
could be.
might not be.
Yeah.
There's a very small chance, but the biggest MOBAs that are going to be out most likely in the next 10 years at least are going to still be League of Legends and Dota 2. That's probably going to be the supreme commanders
Heroes of
of.
the Storm's gonna stick around too.
Yeah, but
That
here's-
seems to have a
it's-
nice casual base.
nice casual base thing. Yeah,
People seem to enjoy it though.
yeah.
I've played it,
I've
man.
actually been like going around playing with a lot of different streamers, just, random doing ARAMs and.
He plays with streamers
Green.
that aren't his friends, but he won't play with the streamer that is his friend. How's that look on you there? Yeah, I'm
You
just,
won't play
I know,
Smite.
I'm just messing with you, man. I'm just messing with
Plays
you.
Smite, man.
I've never played Smite.
I don't see anything in the future, Killer. Like, just for instance, for MMOs, World of Warcraft, no matter how old it is, it's the MMO to play. Like, online,
Yeah.
Massimo Multiplayer. It's the MMO you're going to play. Like, when you think of an MMO, you think of what? WoW. Right? You don't think of fucking Arcade. You don't think of the Star Wars one that came out. You don't think of really much. You just think of fucking, like, Tally. I was watching Tally the other day, and he's a big MMO player. And he's like, he tries out pretty much every MMO, and he says he does not judge an MMO game until he gets to end game. When he
Yeah.
gets to end game, that's when he can judge it. That's when he can give his he can credit. What am I saying? Criticize it. And he says WoW is pretty much the game to play if you're gonna try to get hardcore into MMOs, because they released this thing called Mythic Mode that apparently is fucking harder than Burning Crusade content, and I don't want to imagine that, because I spent 90% of my life when I was 14 to 16 playing Burning Crusade every day. There was parties happening and stuff, and I'd be like, nah, I got to raid, bro. So, like, I would raid, dude, I hardcore raided. I would raid 12 hours plus a day for 6 to 7 days a week. Sometimes we have a day off, but not typically.
Didn't Jordan do that too?
Nah, Jordan never got that hardcore. I don't remember, at least.
Not that hardcore.
Yeah,
but
I got
played
really
World of Warcraft
hardcore.
pretty casually. I didn't really do raids or anything.
I got really into it.
Huh.
Uh,
Yeah, I remember when you were really into it.
EverQuest also, but EverQuest is a lot older. The first EverQuest, I've heard a lot of people loving that compared to the second one. I don't know much about EverQuest though, so
Yeah.
I'm not the
You know,
man.
back on the subject, I think so far, like, in terms of the mythic mode, I think only like 600 guilds so far have completed the first raid. In mythic
Yeah,
mode.
there's guilds still, even though the game's 8 months old, there's guilds still racing to get world first on some of the mythic bosses. Some of the raid,
Even
that's
new ones still.
That's what Tally was saying. No one's down like the last bad. You know how every expansion has a bad guy, the main bad guy. No one's fucking downed him on mythic mode. So that sounds really difficult. So like, I don't know if I'd be down for that anytime, because I wouldn't even be able to talk to my chat if I did that. Obviously, I'd have to just pay attention. I can't
Yeah.
do that. I'm ADHD too bad. That's why I stream. I'm super ADD. Like, I have to-
Last night I actually did a remember last week I was talking about they do time lost dungeons where you go back and they do Burning Crusade and Wrath of the Lich King dungeons, and they scale your level and armor and stuff. And it was actually hard to be scaled down that level again. And
Oh,
to
yeah.
go through those dungeons because they changed the dungeon bosses and the different things they do in the different expansions and stuff.
they just changed what they did pretty much.
Yeah.
Guys, keep talking. I will be right back in 2 seconds. Okay?
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I'll be right back in 2 seconds. So go ahead.
Alright, there's Boahs live. He's leaving.
Welcome to the GV Jordan and Toreka Gaming variety
I just
cat.
want to go on a little rant here, guys. I just can't believe that Boahs would abandon the 60 FPS podcast right now. I think everyone in the chat should be pissed off. I'm pissed off. Jordan's pissed off.
I'm angry.
He's angry. I don't know what to do.
I'm like an angsty teenager.
Well, fuck, dude. So you were talking about Smite. What is your elo on Smite? Like, do you
My
play
elo?
ranked? Yeah.
I'm not actually like every game that I've ever played. It takes me 1,000 years to get to max level. So I'm not level 30 yet, so I can't do ranked. But my casual elo is like 1800.
1800.
Which is I think
Like bronze 5.
Silver, high silver maybe.
High silver. I don't know. I've always kind of wanted to try out Smite.
Casual elo though, so I mean it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. I've always kind of wanted to try out Smite. It seems cool. It just seems like, I don't know. It's too many MOBAs.
Yeah.
League is enough for me.
It's really unique in the third person and
Sure.
control, and you get to land your autos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And all the different gods, I mean, they're really unique in each way, and like their
like any
spells
champion in any MOBA, hopefully.
their spells are just crazy.
Yeah, I've seen some of the I've watched a couple streams of Smite, like for the last couple of days. It seems pretty cool. I mean, but I don't know. I just don't.
They have Medusa in there.
Yeah,
I'm
seen,
back,
she,
I'm back,
like,
by
her
the way.
ult freezes people, right? If they're looking at her.
Yeah,
I know that because I was watching someone play Medusa.
Yeah, if you ult somebody and they're looking at you, you stun them for like 2 seconds, and
Yeah.
if you die, they turn into a statue. And people who are facing away from you are slowed for 2 seconds. And they
That
get damage.
reminds me of Cassiopeia's ult from League
Yeah.
of Legends. It's
And then
very
you can
buggy.
You can use her W to break the statues, and they do an AOE big AOE damage.
Yeah.
So I mean, she's pretty cool, and she's got like an escape and like a dash.
Very powerful female character. Don't most MOBAs have very powerful? I mean,
I'd say so, yeah.
they're all.
That
they're
doesn't
all
need to be discussed, that's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Smite's a lot of fun. I've got my fair share of Smite. I say I got about, I don't know, a good 20 hours into it. Nothing too serious, but enough to know kind of what's going on. I think I'm level 15 or 16 in it, maybe. I'm not sure. Jordan probably checked, but don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
It's weird.
I was actually playing with some streamers earlier, and like I do really well as Cupid, and the way I build him, mostly like AD and attack speed, and lifesteal. But like apparently I've been playing him wrong, because you gotta build like defense and AD.
Just like every champion you play in League.
Apparently, I'm bad at every game. Even though I had like 80% win streak with like Cupid, so I don't know.
80%.
Out of how many
Out-
games?
Win rate out of like 50 games.
That's really fucking good, actually, then.
Yeah.
Jordan could be the next smiter. I guess
Yeah.
that's what they call them, the smiters, the professional smiters. Nah, I'm fucking around. Jordan's like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Here's he
He's
from.
not taking it right now.
He's mad.
Oh,
He's
wow.
mad as hell.
I'm mad. Mad as hell.
So that's what you've been into recently. Anything else, Jordan? World of Warcraft, you said?
A little bit of World of Warcraft,
Yes.
but you say like Smite casual, pretty impressive though. Like their tournament this year, prize pool was $2.5 million.
For Smite?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's a lot.
What's
That's prize
the
pool.
The Dota one. What is it
Well,
called?
I don't know if you can compare those, man, because that is crowdfunded.
Sure. Yeah, that's true.
It's crowdfunded.
What was it though?
I think
The
Smite is still a little
compendium?
bit.
The
Yeah,
compendium.
the compendium is 16.9 million right now.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, that's what a lot of companies should do. Dota did it the right way, I think. But the thing is, why a lot of people aren't into Dota, because it will take you. I've got 130 hours into it, and I barely understand the base of the game. That's how many hours it takes to understand the base of the game, like
Is
mechanics.
it the
Like,
same with every MOBA though?
No, dude, I'm talking. Dota is next level difficulty. You have to really just play it to find out. Like you have to you use a courier. You have to multi. To you
Yeah,
can kill your own minions to deny them. Dota has it all. Dota is not casual in the least bit.
yeah,
You literally kill your own minions to deny them.
yeah.
So
That's
I mean,
crazy.
there's next level stuff. You can morph the map on how you like it. You can cut down trees and make your own pathways and stuff. You know.
Yeah,
So Dota's kind of like the MOBA that I've heard it from various people. It takes around 500 hours to get into about a bronze, silver status, and it would be in the
jeez.
league about 500 hours. So
Yeah, crazy.
a lot of professionals, but a lot of the actual top professionals have thousands and thousands and thousands of hours into it. So yeah,
That
Dota.
just seems like a game I'll never get into. Fuck that.
Nah, probably will never get into Dota
Yeah,
2
that's
very
that's
much either.
ridiculous.
It's not that I'm very casual at playing. It's just, man, MOBAs aren't my style anymore, though. If I was really into MOBAs, I was always in the league, though, you know. So,
Yeah, I feel like if you play MOBAs, you have one MOBA that you're gonna stick to
hmm
for the most part. You might
because
deviate a
you
little bit.
want to learn that MOBA, and you
Yeah,
don't
I
want
mean,
to, you
the
don't.
MOBAs are really skill based. So I mean, if you're gonna want to, if you want to play a MOBA, you probably want to be good at it at least enough to have fun with it.
hmm
So I mean, you're probably gonna stick with one.
And League of Legends typically is the go-to game for people like that. Heroes is pretty cool too, but League's pretty go-to for people thinking about MOBAs because
Heroes got a really, I think it's like it's really easy to get into.
League is easy to play, but very difficult to master.
Master, yeah.
Yeah, very easy to play, but difficult to master.
Hmm.
You can definitely tell the skill gaps between people. You can see
Yeah.
that like
Yeah,
100%. When I was when I was Diamond 1 on North America, literally this was back when you could only get 2 to 3 LP per win. Now it's like you get like a normal like 30 and stuff. Back then Masters didn't exist and Challenger didn't exist. So um you would get you would be considered a god if you cuz once you got the diamond all the way to the top of Diamond 1, that was it. I mean,
Hmm.
like there was Challenger. I'm sorry, there was Challenger, but once you got on Challenger, that was it. But plus, if you were sub 50 league points in Diamond One, you were considered kind of like a noob, kind of like not that great, but still good enough to get there. But if you went above 50 LP, and this is considering you got literally some games you would get 1 LP, some games you would get 0 actually, because the MMR was too low on the other game to give you LP. But um, if you got above 50 LP, that's when you started playing with the high challengers, the low challengers. That's when you started playing against challengers and not really many Diamond 1 people. Sub 50, you'd play at the dead hours, you'd get challengers. You'd go against like fucking I'm a Cutie Pie or like Sneaky, all those professionals. But you wouldn't play with them at all during peak hours. You'd play with Diamond 2s and 3s.
What season was this during? Like
3?
three?
4? No, 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 4. 4. I was never that high in 3. It was in 4 at
And
the
I was
beginning
just
of 4.
watching some footage of like beta League of Legends. Oh my god, it looks so crazy.
Yeah,
Like
back
it's
when
just so
Twisted
much.
Fate's gold card would stun the whole team.
Yeah.
And he could, his ulti, Twisted Fate's ulti back then was a skill. So it was his E, so you could level it up instantly at level 1 and then TP to their bushes and shit. You could
That's
and you could
ridiculous.
take your teammates with. No, maybe not that, but I know it was a skill. And his ulti
Yeah.
was actually just sight for the whole map.
That's
That was his
ridiculous.
ulti.
OP.
Oh, he was fucking, yeah, he was, he was the definition of overpowered back then.
Like I was watching a lot of the like where like Blitzcrank didn't have a pull like the pull animation, so it like literally just like something came out of him. Like
Yeah.
yeah.